nothing. Sorry, problem-solving agent is nothing but a goal-based agent in a more matured fashion, which has just not the question mark blocks, but now we are looking at as a problem as an agent program. So we are more interested in now looking at as a solution strategy, not just a tool to do the analysis and design. I earlier told you that agent abstractions gives you a method using which you can analyze any real world scenario and then represent it as an agent that looks like where you can apply now some AI technique to solve it. So it facilitates you to know more about the situation. Analysis facilitates you to know more about the situation that you want to solve. Design will give you certain organization of components. So it will make you ready about this, getting the components required ready to be applying the solution. And the problem solving agent, on the other hand, gives you a theme using which you can now give a solution to the problem. So we're gradually moving towards from the conception to the realization of an AI based solution. Okay, so that is how the gradually we are learning further and further into the lectures. Okay, so that is why the problem solving agent, since it's a goal based agent reincarnated, you can say, you require to define a goal. So goal formation or definition of goal or adopting a goal is very much important when it comes to a problem solving agent. So before even we start thinking about the solution strategies and all, we should start thinking about the importance of being able to identify what is the goal the agent needs to adopt in order to design a solution. Okay, let us now go and look at this example. This example is going to come across in module number 1 and to module number 2 up to module number 3. So this example is very important. The example goes like this, and it's a recurring example. That is why I'm actually reading it for you from the book itself. Okay, so we are imagining that we are in a city called as Arad. Let name be anything. You can call it as A. So let us consider that we are in a city called as A or Arad. I'm calling it as A because pronunciation might differ. I'm not a European guy who can pronounce things properly, because this is a city from a country called as Romania. So in Romania, there is a city called as Arad. And possibly we are thinking that we are enacting an agent that is enjoying his touring holiday in Romania. Okay, and currently he is situated in the city of Arad. So that's the scenario. Now, what can an agent's goal may be, or agent's performance measure may be, right? We should think in that manner. So what could be the agent's performance measure if you are into a tour or you're going for a holiday? It could be just, so there are a few things they have suggested that could be the reasons why that particular agent is touring. One could be just to improve the suntan, because these European guys, they have this habit of improving suntan. You just need to roam around. That's the basic idea. So improving suntan means you just want to roam around as much as possible. So visit extremely large number of places. That could be the reason you are traveling. Second could be improving the Romanian. So it may be a history student, he might be a art student who wants to learn Romanian, to communicate in Romanian or to speak the Romanian or to understand the Romanian language. So that might be the reason the person is navigating or traveling. Please understand, if you want to improve the suntan, that if that is the performance measure, you would want to maximize your number of visits to the places that you can visit to. Whereas when you want to improve your Romanian or Romanian as the language, then you would be interested in going to the places where Romanian is spoken at large. So we'll avoid places where it is not spoken. So your goal differs from the goal when it was earlier just improving the syntax. Okay, take certain sites, important things, look at the certain important sites only. That could be the performance measure. Or enjoy the nightlife. So if somebody wants to enjoy nightlife, then he'll actually travel like a nocturnal bird. He won't travel on the day, but he'll travel at night. So his journey details would differ from a person's journey detail who wants to visit certain sites at certain point of time in the day. Second is avoid hangover. There could be a lot of such different kinds of performance measure. So just think about a real world scenario where a person goes to a country and he visits a country for a holiday. That person may also have different kinds of performance measure to assess the performance, how good his visit was. Okay, mostly this will be later when he comes back and he revisits and rethinks about कि कैसा मेरा visit गया. लेकिन जाने से पहले भी he will actually do lot of deliberations. What should be my itinerary? Where should I visit first? Where should I visit second? Where should be the last spot to visit? What not to visit? Where to go? Etc. etc. So there are a lot of decision involved in deciding this itinerary beforehand, and then after going through this itinerary, identifying whether you actually did good or not, did you enjoy the tour or not. So that is what the problem is all about, and this problem comes again and again. Per se, as a computer engineer or IT engineer, what this problem is, this problem is basically a kind of problem where there are multiple cities in a spreaded region, and they are connected with each other through roads or through some kind of traffic connectivity, and we want to have a tour around the things. So you could just think of this is something like a touring problem. Okay, if you are a computer engineer or an IT engineer, and that we are going to be a budding we all are budding engineers, IT engineers, for us this problem looks like a traveling salesman's problem. Okay, but the definition is not like exactly traveling salesman, because there is in the traveling salesman problem, which is a formal computational problem. The salesman has to visit certain amount of city, and there are certain constraints on him that he has to visit all the cities, and that has to be least cost visit. Okay, so that is kind of a viewpoint you should have always when you look at any problem. You should be able to abstract it. Now I can abstract this problem of touring a country as a computational problem, which is like a traveling salesman problem, then it can be represented differently. But now today we will be looking at how I can represent this problem as an AI problem, where there is one constraint on the visit, and that constraint that these people are putting is this one. So please read this constraint. The constraint is that you are in Arad in Romania, you want to enjoy your touring holiday, but you have a non-refundable ticket to fly out of. So Bucharest is another city in Romania. So Arad and Bucharest, two cities are there in Romania, and rest of there are a lot of other cities as well. Okay, there will be all A to Z cities, starting with A, then B, then Bucharest, then whatnot. So there are a lot of cities, but then this is the constraint that has been put on the problem. The problem is that you want to visit cities and roam around Romania, but you need to fly out of Romania from the city of Bucharest on a specific day. Now, with this added information, the goal that is there for the agent altogether changes, because now this goal tells you that we need to understand how to reach Bucharest on a specific day at a specific time. That's the most important task. And now visiting Bucharest on that day at that particular time, you also need to maximize the number of travels that you do. Okay, so please understand that this is how you can actually think of organization of different kind of AI problem. So this was a problem related to traversing certain cities based on identification of what is the performance measure. We will be identifying what is the goal for that particular problem. So goal formulation is the first and the most important thing for solving any AI problem based on problem solving agent. So if I want to use problem solving agent to solve any AI problem, first and foremost thing that I need to do is to identify for the given problem what is the goal. Okay, a goal can be having multiple objectives. Okay, there may not be a single goal, but there would be maybe set of goals that I need to identify. So my objectives, to satisfy a certain objective, there could be one goal. Satisfy another objective, there could be multiple 2 3 goals, and then I need to actually come up with this set of goals, okay, which can sit together or which may conflict with each other. So that is another way of looking it as. But goal formation is the first and foremost thing that I need to do. So for problem solving agent, first for and foremost thing that I do is formulate the goal. Identify for this given situation, for the given problem, what is the goal. So suppose I am actually, I should take examples later. I should first get some theory done. Okay. So once you formulate the goal, you are in a position to do this second activity, which is again a very important activity, which is called as problem formulation. So once I know what is the goal, now around this goal I need to define my problem. Okay, so what do you mean by defining the problem? So problem is already there, but when I want to solve any real world situation, or I want to represent a real world situation into a computer program that gives me answers to certain decision problems, which can tell me whether I can satisfy my goal or not, I should be representing that real world situation into some formal definition that is called as problem formulation. So what is the process of problem formulation in general? It is the process of deciding what actions and states to consider given a goal. So we should need to, while doing problem formulation, after identification of goal formulation, so after identification of goal, we go for problem formulation. What we do is we formulate the problem, we represent the problem into some formal representation, which we later may be able to translate into a code, into a problem programming language code. So problem formulation का necessary problem formulation के लिए क्या करना necessary है? To decide what are the actions and states to consider given a goal. So goal आपको input मिलता है problem formulation में, goal पहले आप decide करते हो, and with the goal you decide what actions and states of the environment you need to consider given that particular